I'm Robert Turner with hybridH2o. I entered the waterless urinal market in the US in 2003. I joined a company when this whole industry was in its infancy here in the US. One of the first things that I learned, one of the first things that I was told when I joined that company was, we're not in the urinal business, we're in the cartridge business. That's where the profit is. That's where the business model was. And of course, the cartridges used sealant, and most of them still do. But they used a sealant which is expensive, and the cartridges didn't last very long. We knew in the mid-2000s that a cartridge could be designed that did not require sealant. However, the cartridge lasted 2 or 3 times as long. So you got 2 to 3 times the life out of it. You didn't sell as many cartridges. That was not good for the business model. So companies went on continuing to use the sealant. In 2010, this cartridge, the SmartyBee cartridge, and our hybridH2o cartridge were developed that completely meet plumbing codes, but doesn't require sealant. Therefore, they last 2 to 3 times as long. You can introduce water into them, therefore cleaning them out. You can even take a plunger and clean out the cartridge. And you don't have to worry about pouring $70 or $80 a gallon sealant into your cartridge and down the drain. This has been a great cartridge for us, along with our urinal. The hybridH2o urinal is literally a hybrid urinal. It is a hybrid, the only one in the world, between a flush urinal and between a waterless urinal. We do have an optional flush valve. It's an AMTC flush valve that we use that is patented, and our system will allow water to go through the system once every 24 hours, once with every use. Of course, you wouldn't want that, that's a flush urinal. Once every hour, once every 3 hours, twice a day, whatever you would like. We can program it to flush and rinse the back of the bowl. And it also introduces water into the cartridge, helps clean out the cartridge, and sends more water down the drain line. That's what we've been doing for a decade and a half now, with great success, with a totally code compliant cartridge that does not require sealant for 5 or 6 of the waterless urinals in the market. So we can cover really over 95% of waterless urinals in the market with a replacement cartridge, as well as with our hybridH2o urinal. We appreciate you visiting our site. We appreciate you watching this video, and please contact us if we can provide more information.